Hey Astro Kids, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'd like to talk just briefly about this Mercury retrograde that is happening tomorrow morning. This is a very rare Mercury retrograde. This is on Halloween morning. However, this Mercury retrograde is happening on Venus, and Venus is a very benefic planet. This is a planet that deals with love and beauty and peace. And so this is adding positivity to this Mercury retrograde. And this Mercury retrograde is happening at 27 degrees Scorpio, so near the tail end of Scorpio. And this Mercury retrograde is going to go back through Scorpio. So we are going back through the intensity and the depth of Scorpio. But we're starting out at the very tail end, which is definitely the softer or more gentle part of Scorpio. So we start off this Mercury retrograde not too intense, not too heavy. This is a very different energy, very positive. This is not so much dealing with communication issues or things not working correctly. This is definitely a deeper energy going into the things that we really need to work on and improve on in our lives, especially as we are working up to this new life, moving into 2020. And this is the time where we have to decide, are we going to stay in what is comfortable? Are we going to do what we've been doing, or are we moving forward? Are we going to make a change? And this is what Scorpio season is about, is this internal change, this transformation that we need to go through. And so this is the time where it's time to start making the decisions of whether we are going to actually change and do the work to get to this better life, or whether we're staying in what is comfortable and familiar. And this takes us into 2020. So, by the time that Mercury gets out of retrograde and out of its shadow, we will be moving into this solar eclipse season and into Jupiter moving into Capricorn. So this will be in Sagittarius season going into Capricorn. So we will be towards the end of this year by the time Mercury goes through this entire phase that it has to go through, and uncovering the things that we need to work on, the things that we need to change in our lives. And this is very deep. This is dealing with relationships. This is dealing with any fears, any blockage, any resistance that we need to work through. So this is going into the internal darkness, into the struggle, into the depths of where we are and what it is that we need to work on. So this is really looking at where you are in your life right now and deciding what is your destination. This Mercury retrograde is a review period where we need to go over and review the things that are happening in our lives right now, and we need to sort out what is good for us and what is not. And anything that does not serve us has to be moved out of our lives. So if you are doing something that is comfortable, something that is familiar, that does not serve you, this would be the time to start working on moving those things out of your life, starting to work on changing your behavior patterns, starting to work on making these life transformations moving into 2020. Because 2020 is this new foundation that you will be entering into, this new life. And the question is that life going to be for your greatest, highest good, or is it not? So go ahead and leave your Mercury retrograde experiences down in the comments and anything that you need to work on. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.